our viewpoints known online through blogging and through Facebook and through Twitter. You can Twitter us right now. You really can. But the key thing I want you to understand that hiphoprepublican.tv and .com do not support the Code Pink ladies. We do not support idiot movements of what you're seeing. The Black Tea Party, let me address you real quick. There are some Black Tea Party like Lloyd out there. He has stated on Black Tea Party events that he is not black, that he is not African American, that he is an American. I'm sorry, we've kind of talked about that on the show with Lenny McAllister. Make sure you watch that show, my friend Lenny McAllister in North Carolina. I would tell you that I don't support that. I am African American. I am a woman who's African American, who loves the Lord, and I would tell you, my brother, I just don't find that very righteous of you to tell me that you're going to deny being African American. Mario, what do you feel about that? These people who are denying that African American heritage, but just calling themselves just an American.
You know, it's such a personal issue, Shirley, and I'm more like you. I don't define myself by countries. Actually, I think there's danger in patriotism.
Wow, why?
Patriotism leads to nationalism, which leads usually to some kind of a war effort on behalf of that. It leads to...
That's true.
And what I like to see, if we have a global community, like one of the things you said, you believe in God. If we have a God, and there's a God out there for all of us, then we believe that there's no set of rights that are unique to Americans. And you hear people cling to this all the time, saying they shouldn't get treated that way. They're not citizens. I go like, if you are a believer in God, then you believe that we are all one and we should all have the same justice. It's not supposed to be a different justice in Africa or a different justice in America. And it's okay to identify yourself with your own culture. It depends to what extent. I'm with you, Shirley. I was black and claimed being black most of my life, and way longer than I ever claimed being American.
This has become an interesting issue for us in the younger generation now. Because nowadays we're a little more integrated. The school I go to, we don't look too much at race. And I know a lot of the times, probably back in your guys' day and my brother's day, who's only 21 now, you had those pockets of group where it was, oh, this is my clique and this is my clique, and then they had the black people clique. That's not so much big nowadays, where we've become a lot more mixed. And so our thoughts have become a little bit more towards, yes, we need to recollect and say, okay, there was history of the black and the whites and the Mexicans. You all come from different places. But at the same time, we tend not to focus on it. We tend to focus on the nowadays, where we have our own history. We have the Civil War, and we have things like that to look back upon. We don't have to look back in Britain.
But that's actually a byproduct, Douglas, to a progress. And that's what's said about your generation. Far less racist than we were. But don't get it
twisted, it is still there.
Right, of course it is.
And not only do we feel it from your guys' generation and from other people around us, but I literally feel it from friends that I have. It's an odd underlining tone where Obama was just elected in the presidency, as you all know. Come on now. But we were going through it, and I have so many people that are my white friends, and they'll go, kill Obama. I want to kill Obama. And you get that, you
feel that from their parents.
You almost feel their parents saying it through them. Let's kill Obama, stuff like that. And then you get moments like this with my friend. She's a girl and she dates a lot of people, and she said, oh yeah, I would date this person, date that person. And I go, would you date a black dude? She goes, oh no, my parents are against me dating black people. And
so that shows you the racism that's still there, Douglas.
It's still there.
But let's add this. The price that's paid for not having the degree of racism in your generation also comes with the fact that there's not the same degree of cultural identification. Like you said, you don't identify yourself. You don't feel compelled to go, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm proud.
No,
whereas in my era, that was a revolutionary. When I was 13, to say I'm black and I'm proud was so revolutionary, you could get killed.
Now
you could literally die for saying that.
We still feel the pressure that if someone comes up to us and insults our race or insults our heritage and stuff like that, we still feel the need to stand up and say, no, that's wrong. We don't stand up and say, I'm black and I'm proud, but we definitely stand up and say, no, know that's stupid. You need to shut up right now. And we will all, and not, the thing is, it's become really nice where all of our friends will do that. And it's not becoming a, I'm black and a proud thing. It becomes a general, we're a people and we do not appreciate your prejudice, whether it's towards Mexicans or whites or things like that.
And that's what we're seeing more of too, y'all. We're seeing more of that.
But we don't feel it colorblind. We're becoming a little more colorblind. We feel the need, but not.
And that's why, Douglas, some of us old warriors have to chill. See, that's the part of the problem with people like me too. Really,
sometimes
we're still in the past. I'll admit it.
You guys,
I'm still in '69. I'm still 1969. Okay, right there.
21 years old.
Let me ask you something, Douglas. Do we overcomplicate the issues as adults?
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, we do.
It's true.
It gets so caught up in our time, and I'm gonna use an analogy that has nothing to do with your time. When I was in college, we had Prop 13. No matter how the landscape was changed with that, at the time I didn't give a damn. It didn't matter to me. I was 20, 21. It was too overcomplicated. So the part that I get is that I listened to the show because you were trying to tell us and the viewers, you guys need to know how to talk to us, and you guys don't know how.
Yeah.
Or you could take it this way. The powers that be that run this world know all of these problems. That's why they sit back and laugh. Because they know damn well it's damn near impossible to mobilize the communities out there to do anything constructive. Meanwhile, on a daily basis, they run this world.
You know, I guess everyone has different things going on in their life. Proposition 13 came out when I was in elementary. And I remember it was an issue because it had to deal with property taxes, which was a Jarvis bill. But it also had some pork fat. And part of that pork fat was community rec centers. We're going to have monies that were going to be cut so the community kids were able to do things in the community like they had back in the day, craftsmanship for kids, dance, clay, things for children to do because they didn't have the internet and fax and texts and emails and Twitters and things of that nature. I was politically engaged since elementary. It was just in my blood. I will tell you now that we are in an ozone where the energy out there is not normal. And it's coming up to be very hostile, very evil, very cunning, very unkind. And I would say to you out there, family, if you are a Republican, and we make a lot of racial jokes on here, and we don't mean to be offensive, and sometimes we do.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is that we're being ourselves. And it's okay to be that way. But you still have to respect your fellow man. You still have to remember that when it comes to war, when it comes to America, loyalty, capitalism, self-patriot, we want you to respect your fellow man. We want you to identify as Republicans. We want you to do well in this country. But with the hatred of white, black, Italian, Jewish people, we don't want that type of America anymore. We are transformed. We are forward thinkers. We are go-getters. When you go to hiphoprepublican.tv and .com, you'll see on the column on the right-hand side, we have Armenian, Italian, Jewish, gay, French, black, Mexican, Republicans. Asian, Republicans. Guess what? We come in different facets. Unfortunately, the media wants to continue to promote the Sarah Palins and all the other ones. But on hiphoprepublican.tv, it provides you that urban viewpoint of change and growth. Well, I want to thank you all so much for watching our show. Next week, we're going to also have another special guest. Thank you, Tea Party baggers out there and Tea Party people. You're doing a great job. Keep your tone down of the racial tension that's out there. Please don't support that because then, be honest, there's some blacks who also support the Tea Party. We don't support hatred. Douglas Lussard, thank you for hosting the first half of this show. You did a great job. To Danny, Critical Brother, and to Victor, you are watching hiphoprepublican.tv and hiphoprepublican.com. We're a group of bloggers that take donations in every aspect. Make sure you go to hiphoprepublican.com. Support your local candidates. Support some great Republicans out there. Darrell Issa, thank you so much for supporting and fast forwarding us on Twitter. I love my Congressman Darrell Issa. He's brilliant, he's sharp, he's on top of his game. I think Quiz-Eye, follow me on Twitter. Look at my friend Quiz-Eye. Check him out. Make sure you check out my girl Keisha. She's always following me on Facebook. Yvonne on Facebook and on Twitter. Love you. Ryan, thank you so much. Ryan Wiley is always on my Facebook and my Twitter. I love you, Ryan. I thank you for your gun, girl. She got a gun. A gun. I love that. So many of you guys, I wish I could mention you all. LA County Young Republicans. Make sure you check them out. LA County Young Republicans are one of the strongest, youngest Republican groups that are out there making change. HipHopRepublican.tv. Again, keep watching us 24/7. Look for you on next Friday